I'm going to get ready now for making a meal. Now I'm all ready to make a meal. Hi, I'm Matthew Dallas. I have been diagnosed with celiac disease. That means gluten-free. I have some stuff here that I bought from home. I've got like things here like some like a letter from gluten-free and prescriptions. Also products. This book here helps you to find gluten-free food in all different shops, and a checklist about gluten-free life and a food guide as well. These are the list of places where I can go for my gluten-free lunch and dinner. My mum gets these through the post and she hands them to me. By text or by phone, I call them saying I like a repeat prescription of some bread and also some wine mix as like a substitute of gluten-free flour instead of you buying it, so that you can use it for your cooking.
I found out when I was having gluten intolerance when I was 5 years old after like an appointment with my psychiatrist who have said that it has nothing to do with my behaviour, it has something to do with what I eat.
It was about a few years ago, about 3 or 4 years.
Well, before the diagnosis, my mum had to like check some parts of my body to see if I have any rashes.
I have stomach pains, yes, at times, and if you have for one food, it's like having like less nutrients from your food. Things like fish, like that.
Sometimes I vomit during the early hours of the morning.
And I had coming down my throat because there's a lot of air in your tummy and stuff. So it's very easier for the camera to go down, taking some photos when it goes down.
Well, let's just say, my mum, ever since I was 5, she had to like search all over the market and also many supermarkets across the country to actually look for gluten-free stuff. It was in the air itself that it was really hard to actually find gluten-free food from many supermarkets and many food shops alike, producing more food without any gluten inside.
But now they expect you to pay for it, like because some things can be with gluten-free being expensive at times, like £2.50. I have about 3 gluten-free apps on my phone. Right. This is Miss Grimble's dog macaroons, and they are gluten-free. Some shops have a section of gluten-free, like this one here, and sometimes some shops have an L as well. There's like honey flakes here, porridge, some bread here as well. They're like chocolate buns, chocolate as well. That's not gluten-free. But this is gluten-free. I always check the labels. Okay. It's got gluten, and that's not gluten-free. Oh. Hey, that's gluten-free. You can't have anything with wheat in it, like beer. Nowadays, you can have gluten-free beer from like in the Tesco's.
Finding gluten-free food on the menu on any restaurant was like local pubs to see if they do gluten-free, and ever since 2007 they have more gluten-free food right on their menu, and including most of their restaurants as well, which is really handy.
I love cooking. I make my own food. I make my own gluten-free pizza, and I make my own stuff at home. And sometimes I do make my own cookies. I do my own twists and turns. Like if it's got plain flour, not gluten-free, I'm putting gluten-free flour to make it more better.
I was a young lad when most of the bread in most supermarkets are not gluten-free. My mum had to make me homemade bread with a gluten-free flour that I bought from the local boozy chemist, and some of the food, but at one point I even made my gluten-free sausage pizza.
Well, everything gluten-free.
Well, leaving the fruit and veg aside, which I know doesn't contain gluten. I remembered, chips, sausages, and peas, and sometimes, I also have pancakes sometimes.
Yeah, and sometimes my staff as well, because I live independently.
Well, mostly when I'm invited to like a disco, sometimes when it's often with the people I know, they will be aware that they will ask the person who is organizing the food to put in gluten-free options.
I ask if I got a gluten-free menu and see what I got on the menu. Well, first, before I go to the disco, I have and I got something to eat before I go to the disco. One food I don't like is grapefruit. Yuck. I hate that. It's a wrap.